The allure of old Hollywood has always been tinged with a sense of glamour and mystique, but beneath the glitz and glamour lay stories of addiction that would haunt the lives of some of its most celebrated stars. From legendary actors and actresses to iconic entertainers, these tales of excess and self-destruction serve as cautionary reminders of the perils of fame and the deadly embrace of alcohol and smoking. Number 1. Richard Burton. Our journey into old Hollywood's alcohol stories begins with the legendary Richard Burton. Known for his captivating performances and tumultuous love affair with Elizabeth Taylor, Burton was also notorious for his excessive drinking. He often consumed copious amounts of alcohol, turning to the bottle in times of celebration and sorrow alike. This passionate relationship with alcohol contributed to numerous challenges in both his personal and professional life. While Burton's talent on stage and screen was undeniable, his addiction led to erratic behavior and missed opportunities. He struggled to maintain relationships, especially with Taylor, as alcohol fueled their fiery arguments. Despite his immense potential, the destructive nature of his drinking ultimately overshadowed his remarkable career. Burton's story serves as a stark reminder that even the brightest stars can be dimmed by the allure of alcohol. Next up is John Barrymore, the charismatic actor known for his captivating stage presence. Barrymore's fondness for alcohol became a defining feature of his life. He indulged in heavy drinking, which not only affected his health, but also strained his relationships and career. Barrymore's intoxication often hindered his ability to perform, leading to delays and disruptions on set. Despite his undeniable talent, his reputation as a heavy drinker overshadowed his artistic accomplishments. His tragic descent into alcoholism serves as a cautionary tale of how fame and addiction can intertwine, ultimately leading to the downfall of a promising career and a once charming personality. Number 3. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling heartthrob of old Hollywood, lived life on the edge, both on and off the screen. Flynn was notorious for his extravagant parties and excessive alcohol consumption. His adventurous spirit and love for the bottle often led to legal troubles and health issues. While Flynn's on-screen persona exuded confidence and charm, his real-life battles with alcohol cast a darker shadow. His drinking habits strained relationships and hindered his ability to fulfill professional commitments. Flynn's story reminds us that even the most dashing heroes can be brought down by their vices, and the allure of the Hollywood lifestyle can exact a heavy toll. Number 4. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton's career was marked by her beauty and talent, but her life was marred by her battles with alcohol. She struggled with alcoholism, which not only affected her work, but also led to personal tragedies. Payton's story is a sobering reminder of the destructive power of addiction in the world of old Hollywood. Despite early success in films like Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye and Only the Valiant, Payton's career began to unravel as her addiction took hold. Her tumultuous personal life, including highly publicized relationships with actor Franchot Tone and gangster Mickey Cohen, added to her troubles. Number 5. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart, the iconic tough guy of Hollywood, had a reputation for his love of whiskey and cigarettes. He often portrayed characters who smoked on screen, contributing to the image of smoking as cool. However, Bogart's heavy smoking and drinking took a toll on his health, ultimately leading to his untimely demise. Bogart's signature roles in classics like Casablanca and The Maltese Falcon made him a beloved figure in cinema history. Yet, his vices were an ever-present part of his life. He was often seen with a cigarette in one hand and a glass of whiskey in the other. Number 6. Jan Michael Vincent. Jan Michael Vincent, known for his roles in action-packed films and TV shows, struggled with alcoholism throughout his life. His battle with the bottle resulted in a turbulent career and personal hardships. Vincent's promising talent was overshadowed by his addiction, which led to erratic behavior and missed opportunities. Despite early success in films like The Mechanic and his role in the hit TV series Airwolf, Vincent's alcoholism began to overshadow his career. His erratic behavior and struggles with sobriety led to his eventual departure from Airwolf, leaving fans disappointed. Number 7. Peter O'Toole. Peter O'Toole, the charismatic Irish actor, had a penchant for both alcohol and cigarettes. He was often seen with a glass in one hand and a cigarette in the other. O'Toole's indulgence in these vices contributed to health issues later in life. His story highlights the complexities of addiction in the world of old Hollywood. O'Toole's early career was marked by his incredible talent, earning him acclaim for his role in Lawrence of Arabia. However, his love for alcohol and cigarettes was equally renowned. He reveled in the hedonistic excesses of Hollywood's golden era. Number 8. Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball, the beloved star of I Love Lucy, brought laughter to countless households. Off-screen, she was a dedicated smoker, often seen lighting up alongside her husband, Desi Arnaz. Despite her endearing on-screen persona, Ball's smoking habit posed health risks, emphasizing the prevalence of this dangerous habit in Hollywood's golden days. Ball's career was marked by her comedic genius, and her partnership with Desi Arnaz was iconic. However, her love for smoking was an aspect of her life that she openly embraced. She was frequently photographed with a cigarette in hand, and her smoking habit became intertwined with her public image. As the years passed, the health consequences of Ball's smoking habit became evident. She developed chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a progressive lung condition often linked to smoking. Number 9. Bette Davis. Bette Davis, known as the Queen of the Warner lot, had a heavy smoking habit that aged her significantly. Davis believed in portraying realism in her films, even if it meant smoking heavily on a screen. Surprisingly, she managed to live a long life without being affected by smoking-related diseases, continuing to smoke around 100 cigarettes daily until her death. Davis's iconic performances often featured her with a cigarette in hand, perpetuating the glamorization of smoking in Hollywood. Her remarkable ability to maintain her health despite her excessive smoking is a testament to the unpredictable impact of tobacco use, but her story also serves as a cautionary tale of the risks associated with heavy smoking. Number 10. Amanda Blake. Amanda Blake, famous for her role as Kitty Russell in Gunsmoke, led a life marked by the perils of smoking. She developed a strong addiction, smoking around 4 packs of cigarettes per day, even after health warnings became prevalent. Despite the increasing awareness of smoking-related health risks, Blake continued to smoke heavily, ultimately paying a high price for her addiction. In 1989, Amanda Blake passed away from complications related to AIDS, a diagnosis that shocked many of her fans. While AIDS was the primary cause of her death, her heavy smoking likely contributed to her overall health decline. Number 11. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, known for his commanding presence on screen, was a heavy smoker. He often portrayed characters who smoked, contributing to the image of smoking as glamorous. Unfortunately, Gable's smoking habit led to health issues, and he eventually underwent surgery to remove part of his lung due to tobacco-related complications. Gable's portrayal of Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind remains one of the most iconic roles in cinematic history. However, his penchant for smoking was as much a part of his image as his dashing good looks. Cigarettes were a constant presence in his life, both on and off the set. As he aged, the toll of his smoking habit became evident. Gable's health began to deteriorate, and he experienced chest pains and shortness of breath. In 1955, he underwent surgery to remove a portion of his lung due to lung cancer, a consequence of his heavy smoking. While Gable survived the surgery, his health was never the same. He passed away just days after completing his final film, The Misfits, in 1960. Clark Gable's story is a poignant reminder of the dangers of romanticizing smoking, even for Hollywood's leading men. Number 12. Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason, famous for his role as Ralph Cramden in The Honeymooners, had an indulgent lifestyle that included heavy drinking, womanizing, and smoking. Gleason's on-screen persona often featured him with a cigarette, and his penchant for smoking mirrored his larger-than-life image. However, his addiction to tobacco had detrimental effects on his health, and he struggled with the consequences of his choices. Number 13. Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy Davis Jr., part of the Rat Pack, was known for his smoking habit, often seen smoking on stage during performances. Despite warnings about the damage smoking could cause to his vocal cords, Davis continued to smoke. His story serves as a reminder of how even celebrated artists can be affected by this dangerous habit. Davis's immense talent as a singer, dancer, and entertainer made him a beloved figure in the entertainment world. He was a key member of the Rat Pack, performing alongside icons like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. However, his penchant for smoking was a habit that persisted throughout his career. Number 14. Rod Serling. Rod Serling, the mastermind behind The Twilight Zone, struggled with heavy drinking and smoking. His vices intensified after the show concluded as he grappled with self-doubt. Serling's reliance on alcohol and cigarettes as coping mechanisms eventually took a toll on his health. Serling's career was marked by his creative genius, but it was also marred by his struggles with addiction. His success in creating thought-provoking and eerie tales for television was often accompanied by his smoking habit, which he turned to in times of stress and uncertainty. Serling's story is a poignant reminder of the consequences of addiction, even for creative geniuses who brought some of the most iconic stories to the screen. And there you have it, folks, the captivating stories of old Hollywood's most damaging alcohol and smoking tales. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these stories is most surprising to you? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you found these stories as intriguing as we did, please consider subscribe to our channel for more interesting nostalgic content.